Chapter 42 ended with Reinhard finally showing up after being MIA for God knows how long. Chapter 43 picks up right from where we left off, with Reinhard continuing to apologize for being late. Everyone was silent and staring at the Sword Saint, but it wasn't long before the silence was broken by Subaru. "Really, you idiot? Because you weren't here, how hard do you think it was for us?" Subaru laughed and playfully pushed Reinhard. Reinhard sighed and apologized once more. Subaru then asked the question that was on everyone's mind. Where was Reinhard this entire time? Anastasia nodded in agreement with Subaru and mentioned that there better have been a good reason. During the Witch Cult's first broadcast, Felt and I were at the 2nd Street corner being called upon. The one summoning us was Vice Captain Heinkel. Subaru was surprised by this news and asked Reinhard why Felt would even entertain a request from Heinkel after all of the fighting from earlier. Why was the talk done here in Priscilla? My apologies, but that matter is directly related to and regarding the royal selection. I would appreciate being allowed not to elaborate. It is enough to say the talk did not go smoothly. Reinhard explains that Felt's retainers have the ability to call for Reinhard at a moment's notice by shooting magic into the sky. Even if the signal wasn't made, surely Reinhard had to have heard the broadcast from the city hall. Reinhard paused for a moment before dropping a bombshell on everyone. Vice Captain Heinkel had taken Felt as a hostage and held a sword to her neck. Without thinking, Subaru asked if Heinkel was a part of the witch cult. Reinhard was quick to clear Subaru's suspicions of Heinkel being a witch cult member, but hesitated to continue. The vice captain was saying, "Your precious mistress and father are both here. Will you abandon them to save people you don't even know?" Subaru was furious upon this revelation and slammed his fist into the floor. Reinhard was quick to blame himself for being careless, but Subaru stopped him and continued to curse Heinkel. Anastasia interrupts Subaru's rage fest by asking Reinhard if Felt is alright. Felt is now with her retainers at a shelter. The vice captain has been arrested and Felt is watching over him. He was arrested, huh? That much I happily accepted, but without Otto's help, even that could have hardly been achieved, I think. Otto, who had been quietly listening, joined in to give his side of the story. After hearing the first Witch Cult broadcast, he knew that if they didn't have Reinhardt's power, that their odds of winning was extremely low, so he went to locate him first. That is when he stumbled upon the live hostage situation. Using his quick thinking skills, he drew attention to himself to distract Heinkel long enough for Reinhardt to swoop in and save Felt. Subaru then asked Otto where he was outside of helping Reinhardt. As scheduled for the morning, I left for the Muse Company alone, to request of Kiritaka the resuming of negotiations. That side had also cooled their head after one night had passed, and it seemed a promise of further negotiations could be obtained without much issue. At the location of the Muse Company, a Synarch bishop made an appearance. That figure created an uproar, so the witch cult attack was discovered. Before the broadcast? Yes, indeed, before the broadcast. Subaru was shocked by this new revelation, but recovered quickly as he asked Otto if the Synarch bishop was Gluttony. Yes, he was claiming to be as such. There is no specific reason to lie about it, so I think it's the truth. At the plaza, introducing himself as a Synarch bishop of Gluttony, he still appeared to be a child. Otto's testimony matched up with what Subaru had seen of Roy Alfard. Otto continued by explaining how Gluttony had taken out the White Dragon Scale guards. One by one, they dropped like flies, which left Otto terrified to the point that he couldn't even move. Otto sighed and mentioned that if it wasn't for Kiritaka pushing him out of the way of Gluttony's blade, he would have been a goner. Subaru was confused on why Kiritaka would save Otto after how poorly their initial meeting had gone. Otto was quick to answer Subaru's question, mentioning it was most likely from hearing Subaru proudly announce his previous victory over Sloth that made Kiritaka believe in him. Anastasia tilted her head, mentioning that the Muse Company is probably finished. We can't know for sure, that is the truth. I only saw Kiritaka being slashed, but whether that wound was life-threatening, I have no idea. Julius, who had been quietly listening, broke the silence. According to the broadcast, wasn't Gluttony's request about an artificial spirit? Maybe there's a chance that he had gone to find it. It is a possibility. However, do we know if artificial spirits even exist? Truly, is there even such a thing? Subaru and Anastasia remained quiet, but turned in the direction of a loud sigh. Sorry, just one thing. On the matter of an artificial spirit, I'm not sure, but regarding another request about the Book of Wisdom, I'm sorry. The one who brought it to the city was me. And that sums up Chapter 43 of Arc 5. Let me know what you thought of the chapter in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.